back with a new video. Today I've got something very special and near and dear to my heart. You can tell by the props. We're going to be talking about yes, that is right. Today, folks, we are talking about a long-awaited omnibus, Superman, the Triangle Era Omnibus Volume 1. This thing is thick. Finally here. This is a first day buy for me. Why is it called the Triangle Omnibus? Back in the early 90s, DC put a little Superman logo, triangular shape on the cover of their issues. And what that did was it allowed you to figure out your reading order. There was Adventures of Superman, Action Comics, Superman, and Superman Man of Steel. You didn't need to know what issue numbers those were. You just went to the top corner of whatever Superman title you had, saw the number on that triangle, and that was your reading order. This was my Superman growing up. I had maybe half of the issues that were in this, this book. This is like almost 1,400 pages. Collects Superman 49 to 63, Adventures of Superman 472 to 486, Action Comics 659 to 673, and Man of Steel issues 1 through 8. And the creative teams were amazing here. This is the great writers and artists: Roger Stern, Tom Grummett, Dan Jurgens, Brett Breeding, Jerry Ordway, Louise Simonson, John Bogdanovi, and others as well. And why is this such a big deal? This is already on back order on multiple sites. DC and Warner Brothers, I guess they don't like money. Marvel prints everything Spider-Man. They print all their characters that are sought after, and they sell. People have wanted this book for a good 20 years. Like I said, people like me read these books as kids, and they want them again in a omnibus or hardcover format. So finally we have this. And unfortunately, the stories that come before this, Superman Exiles and other stories, is being reprinted after this, coming out in a few weeks. And even before Exiles is the John Byrne hardcovers. There's only 4 of them. DC has not given us an omnibus. If they did that, that thing would sell like crazy. But again, I guess they just don't like money. So if you're going to buy this, we'll get to my recommendation and my rating in a little bit. You might want to wait a few weeks for the Exiles omnibus to come out, get that first before you read this. But it's standalone reading. You don't need to go in knowing anything other than the basics of Superman. So it's not littered with key issues. We get the death of Lex Luthor, the first appearance of the Eradicator in human form. Clark finally reveals that he's Superman to Lois. And obviously she didn't take the news that hard because he eventually proposes to her and we get the engagement issue. There's a fun issue where Superman teams up with Green Lantern. And a really crazy multi-issue story called Blackout, where Superman has amnesia and he marries a royal princess on some island. And we have the usual cast of characters: Jimmy Olsen, Perry White, the Daily Planet, Bibbo Babowski. And we also get the ongoing story of Lex Luthor II, which gets a little confusing, where Lex took his brain and implanted it into a clone. So yes, these stories are still good. I enjoyed them even now, all these years later. This is classic Superman, you know, heading into the death and return of Superman that would come a couple years later. We don't know if DC is going to continue these lines. There's room for 10 or 12 volumes. Some people online say they might just do a couple volumes, you know, lead into the death and return of Superman, maybe stop there. But like I said, this is already on back order. It was the #1 selling omnibus the week it came out. Highly sought after. There is a ton of pent-up demand for Superman omnibuses and hardcovers, collected editions, and Superman is criminally underrepresented in the omnibus community. Aside from Death and Return, which they've printed like 4 or 5 times, and some of the Silver Age and Golden Age stuff. This, more modern post-crisis 90s stuff is just not available. So this is a good sign that we have this, and hopefully there will be more. So I'll post my referral links for Amazon and Organic Price Books, which is an amazing seller. Use my link, you'll get a discount. And please comment, like, and subscribe as I approach 100 subscribers. My son will think I'm amazing if I get to 100 subscribers. I appreciate you. See you next time.